All right, let's be honest. Serving in the military is not for everyone. But if you can stick it out for 4 years, 10 years, even 20 years plus and retire, well, that could bring on some very good benefits and your life could be pretty good after that. So, with that, I've been playing around with a question in my head for quite some time as my own kids are getting a little older. But before we get into that, it's a nice day outside. Let's go take a ride. Again, beautiful day outside, coming on base. Let me get my ID card here. You got to show them your ID card every time you go on base, right? Back in the day, it used to be the little blue or red sticker. Let's go this way. The little blue or red sticker on the front of your car. No longer is that the case. Let's hook this devil dog up here, the gate guard, with an undercover clip, shall we? What's going on?
Have a nice day.
Hey, you too, thank you. There you go. That's for your cover, undercover clip. All right. It's always good to do something good for the Marines. I love coming on base. I really do. The best perks about it are the commissary and the exchange, tax-free. So what I wanted to bring up on this episode was the question of joining the military. Specifically, would you allow your kids to join the military right now? And I have my own views on this stuff. I have my own perspective on it. And I'm really curious about what other people out there are thinking themselves. So please comment below, let me know. As far as me, I'm actually preparing my kids to join the military themselves. You know, I have taken my son to the Naval Academy summer sessions, and he loves it. He loves the camaraderie. He loves all the people. He still keeps in contact with the friends he has out there. I love it for him. And I'm curious, and I pose that question to you all. Would you let your kids join the military? Maybe not this year, maybe next year, maybe in the next 5 years, 10 years, however old your kid is, right? Would you let your kid join the military? Why or why not? Let me know. It's cool that, you know, just young Americans are joining the ranks and making a life for themselves. It really is. It makes me feel good about the future of the U.S., knowing that folks are still looking into military service. And for me, serving in the military has been just the best thing I've ever done for myself. And I figured, you know, if I've had these experiences, why not introduce these experiences to my kids? You know, let them make their own decision. I wouldn't be mad if they didn't go. I wouldn't be mad if they didn't join. You know, and if they did, that's a great option, I think. You know, just choose the right military occupational specialty for themselves, something that they can work at, something that will challenge them, something that they could potentially use on the outside after military service. And that's the only thing I really ask of them if they decide to join the military. And really, they'd have to join for the right reasons, right? They'd have to join for the right reasons. I wouldn't want them to join because they had nothing else to do in life. You know, I would want them to have the option of joining. I would want them to join because they wanted to serve their country, that they wanted to do something and serve in something bigger than themselves, to leave what they've known and establish their own life. You know, I would want that for them. It's cool if people want to join just to go to college or just for the benefits, but you know, at that point you got to choose the right branch. You don't want to join just for college and then join the Marine Corps. You're going to be hating life because you're going to have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. If you're going to go to the rifle range, sometimes even 3 in the morning, you know, do your stuff. And, you know, if you only join for college, that's going to suck for you. So do it for the right reasons, because you want to join and you want to do something, you want to contribute to something bigger than yourself. That is the big reason why I did. And I'm curious to folks that they're listening to this, to hear me babble on. Why did you join? What pushed you, if you're a veteran, if you're active duty, what pushed you to join whatever service you joined? Was it for the college? Was it for the veteran benefits after the fact? Was it for the love of country, doing something for something bigger than yourself? What caused you, what pushed you to join? I'm frankly, I am curious. I just sat down with my high school kid and we had a long talk about this, how he's excited about going to the Naval Academy, and I'm excited for him. But I did have a talk to him about doing it for the right reasons, so curious. I'm coming up on the commissary and the exchange here. Oh man, loving this place. Let's go to the commissary first. Knock out what we got to do first. Yes, my precious. It used to be that they had the NCO and Marine of the Quarter parking here, and I would park in those because at one point I was NCO, or I'm sorry, I was Marine of the Quarter, and I still made it a point to park in these parking spaces. And I was waiting for somebody to come and challenge me on it. And I'm like, hey, once a Marine, always a Marine. Once a Marine of the Quarter, always a Marine of the Quarter, right? So, but nothing ever came of that. I wouldn't be an asshole anyway. I wouldn't do that to folks. There you go. Damn, man. People park like right on the line. Let's go around here. Let's see what we got. Expected mother, family readiness. Man, the commissary is jumping today. Let's go. Let's hit up this commissary. Get some food. All right, so spent most of the morning and part of the afternoon on base here. Stopped at the commissary and got myself a bunch of tax-free groceries, which is one of the perks of being retired military or former military, right? Got a sub from the commissary, which is always good. I remember getting those things from the commissary when I was in uniform. About chow time or so, 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'd stop by there, go get me a sub. It's always the Italian sub, right? Love those things. Either that or stop by L&L's barbecue. But I pose the question to you one more time. Whether you're a veteran, whether you've served, whether you're currently serving, or whether you've never served before, would you let your kid join the military? And if not, why not? If so, what would you want your kid doing in the military, MOS-wise? Comment below. I'll be checking out the comments. I'll be answering. Truly appreciate you all watching this video, coming out with me to the base and hitting up some stuff. Got a chance to give one of the Gate Guard Marine an undercover clip. If you don't know what undercover clip is, it is right here. A little invention I made for Marine Corps and Navy uniforms. Goes inside a cover, nice and neat to carry eyewear, nice and neat and safe. So got a chance to give that devil dog one of those undercover clips. Thankful for his service. And now I'm on the way home. So with that, comment below. Thanks for joining me out here.